So although some of our gyms are closed, you can still get some sort of a workout even if you're working from home. And I pulled out some of my really old workout gear. This is an old slide board. Um, but you can mimic this on your kitchen floor if you want to. You can but make sure you're wearing socks on the kitchen floor because it could get really messy. Obviously, if your kitchen floor is carpeted, you can either use furniture sliders or you can just put paper plates on the floor and slide using those. You can also, if you have a bare floor, you can also do the same thing with towels in certain regards. But I'm using socks, and I have, again, the old slide board, little booty, so I'm going to put these on in a second. And the other thing you might want, and this just might help your wrist, especially if you have a carpeted floor, you might want to have some sort of solid board, and I have an old Indo board, and there goes my dog. And you can also want to get some blocks. So go ahead and get those, and we'll get started. So the first one, you're going to sit on your knees. And what we're going to do is you want to put your blocks down kind of next to your hips a little bit. And we're going to pull your knees close to you. You want to press onto your blocks. And as you press onto your blocks, you want to use your core to draw your knees into your chest. And then you want to draw them back just a little bit, not all the way back. And draw them in. And then bring your knees just about an inch off of your slide board. And just use your core. So it's basically like a reverse crunch, except you're also getting some arm workout. Okay, so that's the first one. So the second one is going to be on the side, and you're going to start with a straddle position. And make sure that your hands are on a stable base, because otherwise it really can jar your wrists a lot. So you're going to lean onto your wrist, your hands, claw your fingers, and then use your core to draw your feet together. So you're kind of leaning onto your hands, use your core, draw your feet together and back. So you're leaning forward, claw with your fingers, pressing your legs together and back. So you lean forward, claw your fingers. Most of your weight should be kind of on your knuckles rather than your wrists. Bring your feet together and then come back. So you're using your core, but you're also using some arm. Okay, so that's the second move. So this one's a little tough because if your toes are tucked, then it makes it a little bit easier, but if they're untucked, so you have your toes tucked, it's one way, but if they're tucked, they're one way, but if it's untucked, it's a little bit harder. So I'm going to do mine untucked, but you see how it feels for you. So you want to be in this position, so your hands are going to be on a stable base, because if your hands are moving, then, hello Colburn, then it can be a little bit miserable. He's my little dog. So, let's start here and lift your knees off the mat. So again, you can tuck your toes. High. You tuck your toes or untuck your toes, and then draw your legs in. So what happens is your pelvis is just shooting straight up. So think of the bottom of your pelvis reaching to the sky. So again, you can also tuck your toes. So a lot of people might do this on a stability ball.
and that's fine too. So let's see if we can put all of these together. Okay, first one, grab your blocks, place them next to your hips, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's come on to the side. Move your board. That's your rest, by the way. Feet apart. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Move your board. Move my camera. All right, last one. Knees up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right. That's it. You can go do that circle one more time or several times, or you can go back to work.